Some days it really feels like there are books, movies, or dishes that I can't wait to share with others. So, I read at least a few books every month. But reviewing it takes some time. Because I have to take notes and I need someone for that. I have to shorten it before it reaches you all as a book review. I want to talk about the books I read before that. More than reading a lot of books. I read a few good books in April. One of those books took a lot of my time. The emotions were heavy because it was a true story. It happened in the US in 1960s. 2 people murdered a family of 4. During that time in Kansas City. It was a shocking incident. The 2 of them were given capital punishment. The first book that I read this month was Cold Blood, written by Truman Capote. This book made him very popular. There are many series, investigations, and documentaries based on this. This book is rated as the second best book on true crime. We have seen reenactments of true crimes on TV. In the same way, this was a true incident. The planning of the murder. Their mindset. Who were these 2? What was the relationship between them and the dead people? Who were the family of 4? How was the place before and after murder? How did their mind process during the murder? How was the mind of the people who were going to die? A true account of all this has been written. It is a wonderful read. It is a great work which gives a glimpse of the human psyche. Though the people who were close to those who died said that the book was an exaggeration and deviated from the truth. It is still a very interesting work. The review of In Cold Blood has been shot. But just like how the footage was lost in a recent film, there are problems in our hard disk and we are yet to resolve it. Reshooting with the same feel is difficult because we had shot as soon as I read. So, we are waiting for that footage. Once we find it, it will be released. I hope we get it. It will be out soon. The second book I read this month was Monsters, which had a different perspective. There is a popular writer or actor in our place. We celebrate that person. If they end up doing something which we do not like in their real life or in their movies, we hear something about them. But after their action dissatisfies us, we express our disappointment. We feel bad that they have done something against our values. If we get such a thought, then consuming their work after that is our choice. Can we look at that work in the same way? A song we hear or a film we see. Suppose there is a defamation case on the artists involved. Or people are saying that an artist had done something wrong. Can we continue to love their work? If we are unable to enjoy their work after that. This book is written in that perspective. The book Monsters deals with a fan's dilemma: should I support the artist or not? I didn't like what the artist did, but I am unable to stop myself from admiring their work. This book is about that confusion. It's an amazing work. Movie critics like Anupama Chopra have recommended this book. This will be relatable to all of us, especially women. Many movies are made for men by men. So the stars who are celebrated are also men. There is no space for women in their films. Then we get used to that. We keep a man as a star in our mind. Sometimes majority might like a film, but we might not. We are not sure whether it's okay to feel that way. Monsters talks about all this. Written by Claire Dederer. If you want to pick up this book, you can pick up and read. The review for this book will be out soon. The third book I read was Feel Good Productivity, written by famous YouTuber Ali Abdaal. He has reviewed books on productivity and done podcasts on the same. And this particular book, I have reviewed it. It will soon be out on Everything But What YouTube channel. I have spoken about a portion of the book which was released this Thursday. If you haven't watched it, please do watch it. This is a no-nonsense self-help book among the ones that I have read. Instead of repeating the same thing again and again, Every particular page deals with a new concept. It is a very good book, if you want to pick one good book which could help you with your productivity. Then this is the book. Please do pick it up. The fourth book is not here. I have sent it for notes. I usually mark the chapters that I read. I would ask someone from the team to take notes based on that. Then there is 3 more rounds of process before it becomes a review or a recommendation video. That's why it takes time. The last book is also a great book. I have released 2 videos based on that already. The book you wish that your parents had read. And your children will be glad that you did. This is one of the best books on parenting. This is not just about parents nurturing their kids. It is about how we felt as a child. What are the common threads in bringing up the child? How should parents understand themselves to take care of the child? How to set up a proper environment for a kid. An environment where they can thrive. What didn't I enjoy as a child? How to prevent it from happening to my kid. How to be with a kid. How to see the world from their perspective. The entire review of the book will be out soon. It takes a lot of work as the book talks about a lot of things. I really loved that book. The review of that book will be out soon. I read only 4 books this month. I had noted down the hours of reading till March. But I couldn't do that much in April. I have my own calendar for the month of May, where I mark the everyday reading sessions. I am marking it in such a way that I can see it. So that I can measure and note what book I am reading and for how many hours. And how long it has taken to read a book. I still have the reading hours of the books read in April. Out of the 4 books, I could complete feel-good productivity easily. Monsters was a little difficult because it was a new perspective. You might agree with the author on certain points. You might not agree with the author on certain points. It takes up a lot of mental energy. In Cold Blood took a lot of time, though it looks small. It was a fear-inducing book, so it was exhausting. Parenting book was a lot to take in as there was a lot of content which was relatable. These are the books I read in April. 1 self-help book. 2 is a true account of a murder.